Jesus. Hello, welcome to another episode of Weeaboo Weekly. We are your hosts. I'm Geezer HD. This is Shota Khan. We are live on Twitch TV, as we are every Friday night for this beautiful little disaster.
Yeah, it's fine.
This week should be a little more organized than the previous 2 episodes we've done.
He made me plan this time.
I tried to make you plan last time. You did a little bit. I'm slowly getting you into it. So we actually have some times set, and we got some topics to go over, and things like that. I've still got some logistical stuff to do, as far as like finding like some starting music, some bumper music, that kind of stuff. We'll have 2 breaks, and we'll have some music playing for those. But for the YouTube side, it'll just be a kind of a real quick break. There won't be like 3 minutes sitting there.
Skip it.
Yeah, we'll skip it. I'll cut it out. Cut it out.
I'm leaving.
That's an anime.
I'm leaving.
So there you go. Tonight we are going to be talking about anime for beginners. If you haven't gotten into anime before and you want to get into it, Shotgun's got a good little list going on of some good anime to watch as a beginner weeaboo.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. And they're basketball boys.
I love my basketball boys. I have a big old Kuriko on the back of my car.
Yes, you do. So I got that. Yeah. I'm sorry I haven't gotten the episode 1 up to YouTube yet. I tried uploading it today and got copyright claimed like before I even got it published. So I had to re-edit that, and well, it took me longer to re-edit it than I thought because, well, I crashed the program at one point when I was almost done, and it didn't auto-save, so I had to do all the edits again. But now it's done, and I went to render it about 20 after 6 tonight, and it said it was going to take an hour and 45 minutes to do. So I said, well, we'll be doing that when we're leaving for ramen. So, yeah. How are you? You're sick.
Yeah, I have this weird sinus thing going on right now, so I apologize for sounding super nasally. I am a mouth breather.
Yeah, just don't eat the mic, though.
I won't. It's fine.
I mean, we'll have ramen later, so you'll be fine.
I'll be draining my whole face.
Well, but the hot soup should clear you up a little bit, at least temporarily, right?
Maybe for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
and then we're going to step right back outside where it's like 40 degrees.
Well, yeah, it's like 45. It was like 60 today, though.
Yeah.
So it was
I think the low for the past week has been in the 20s. Sucks.
Oh, yeah. It was like 26 when I got up yesterday morning. It was like, screw this. So, but it's supposed to be...
We don't live in the South for 20-degree weather.
Right. But it's supposed to be 70 or 69 on Sunday. And I saw it's going to be 74 on Tuesday. I didn't look at Monday. For some reason, well, maybe I looked at Monday. I just don't remember it. So.
Suck.
Yeah. Well, but at least my parents were up in Wisconsin/Minnesota last week when it was in the actual temperatures of minus 35. And yesterday they got back to Florida, and it was 110-degree difference from the time they left Minnesota to the time that they got back to Florida. So they were very happy to get off the plane and be in 78-degree temperatures, which I'm like, okay, I need to move to Florida now. So
yeah, until it hits like August.
Well, yeah, even like, well, no, you don't even wait till August. It's like June. So, but whatever. I mean, I'd rather have too hot than too cold. So that's just me.
I don't know about that.
I do.
I wear makeup. It will literally melt off.
Well, just don't spend time outside.
Okay.
I mean, you like games, so you're technically a gamer.
Video games.
Yeah. So, I mean, you don't have to go outside.
Mobile games.
Yeah. I mean, what do you do? What do you do now? Do you go outside very much?
Heck no, I don't go outside.
Okay.
Look at me.
Yeah. Pale as pale can be.
Actually, no, I'm pretty tan this year, actually. I spent a lot of time this summer outside.
This is tan.
Yeah, for me.
Okay. Anyway, all right. So last episode we talked about the fall and winter seasons. Well, she talked about the fall and winter seasons, and we wanted to get a kind of update on what you've been watching as far as the winter season goes.
So I actually started Mob Psycho, which it started a while ago, but the second season is airing right now for winter. So I went ahead and binged season 1. So
Was
I
that one
can start.
was that one we talked about?
No,
God damn it!
I like this one. Okay, so I was looking at it, and it's made by the same studio that did One Punch Man.
One Punch.
Exactly. So, the animation's really cool. And
That's all I
it
know
looks
of that
good.
anime, by the way.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because
He does one punch.
It's the entire
That's it.
plot.
Yeah, that
Chat.
is. But I binge watched the first season so I could start the second season, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the premise of it?
So Mob Psycho 100 is about this middle schooler, and he is an Esper, so he has like telekinesis powers.
Telekinetic?
Yeah. Don't mind me.
Magnetic?
I'm very sick.
Telekinetic, magnetic?
Powers.
Powers.
And so he's working with this guy who considers himself a psychic to exorcise ghosts and stuff.
Okay.
But it's really cool. I like it a lot.
Would I like it?
Maybe.
Maybe. What was it called?
Mob Psycho 100.
Mob Psycho 100.
So it's called, the 100 comes from whenever his emotions hit like 100%, he kind of goes berserk type thing. And his powers
As are most people.
Yeah, his powers gain, I don't know, crazy strength, and he can like beat up anybody who says that they're like way stronger than him or whatever, because he's a middle schooler. And at one point, these like adults who are in some organization come after him, and he hits 100 and he kicks their ass.
So
Sure
and he's
does.
also it sounds like he's got a quite fragile ego.
No, he's
I'm strong. I'm stronger than you. Fuck yeah!
no, not really. He's really laid back, and he just doesn't want anybody to bother him. He doesn't like show off his powers like other people do.
So it's just people that are bullying him.
Essentially.
I mean, is there friendship in it?
Heck yeah, there's friendship.
But is his roommate a cat?
No.
Okay, just checking. You watch anything else?
I did watch the latest 2 episodes of The Promised Neverland, which is
Promised Neverland.
Yeah. It was really good. It's getting really dark. Episode 4 really shocked me. I don't read the manga, so I don't know what's going on. I have a lot of friends that do read it.
Okay.
But I watched episode 4, and there's like a huge plot twist at the end of episode 4, and you're like, oh my god, it's really good.
Well,
Shit's starting to go down.
You only read the special manga, don't you?
No, I read Boruto like everybody else.
What's that?
Naruto's son.
Oh.
Boruto with a B.
Fishy Bits.
Yep.
And I'm gonna forever refer to Naruto as Fishy Bits.
See, that sounds gross though.
I mean, Fishy Bits is kind of gross. So, I mean, it's not too far off.
But yeah, I do like that one. Like I said, the orphans are starting to organize. They want to escape.
Wait, that's the orphan one.
Yeah.
Oh, where they were like food.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's essentially like a food farm for demons.
Right. What I said last time was the Matrix. They're just basically batteries.
Yeah, but they're starting to try and train everyone by playing tag so they can escape, because all of them are kids and they can't let everyone know.
They're training by playing tag.
Yeah, so they can like escape. Because most of them are like really young, like 5, 6, 7, and they're the oldest being 11.
Someone should call Child Protective Services.
Well, I don't think there's any of that.
Yeah,
Their food.
They're nom-noms.
Yeah.
All right, anything else going on?
No, not really. I did watch the first episode of My Roommate is a Cat. Like I said, it's going to be cute feelies with cat, and I was right.
And about friendship.
With this cat. It's going to teach him to branch out and make friends. That's pretty much his...
Okie dokie, Smokey. All right. After this little break we take here, we're going to be doing, oops, wrong thing. We're going to be talking about the beginner anime stuff. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Chat. Since this part is going to be cut out, I can kind of say hi. Hi! Thank you for being here. We are currently recording our Season 2, Episode 2 of Weeaboo Weekly. Shota ran to the potty. And I'm just going to sit here. Since this part's being cut out, I can kind of yak with you. So... But thank you guys for being here. If you're new to the stream and like what you see, go ahead and hit that follow button. That way you'll know we're going live next time. We do this weekly Weeaboo week. We do this show once a week, every Friday night. Pre-show starts at 7:45 p.m. Actual show starts at 8 p.m. We'll run till 9 with the show. And then at 9 o'clock, for however long it lasts, we'll hang out and bullshit with you guys. Talk about anime, talk about life, talk about whatever you want. So... and your mic is off, by the way. This button, if you want to turn it on. No, number 1. How are you? Yeah. You're mic 1, I'm mic 2.
Oh, oops.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to do the balance thing.
I turned you off.
All right, chat, we got about 50 seconds until we got to come back in, so we're going to stop talking on the air. Thank you guys for being here. Give us a follow on the Twitters as well. Exclamation social and chat. I'll give you my Twitter. I should probably put Shota's in there as well.
You can just stalk his Twitter for mine.
I mean, yeah, you can do that. I mean, she doesn't use Twitter that much, but you'll find her. All right, see you in a minute. And welcome back. Welcome back. All right. So I have to do things. I gotta stop the music, sorry. That would be a lot easier if this was over here. Maybe I should sit over there in the future.
Yeah, we can try.
Well, I mean, so one of my plans for this weekend is to move my entire studio into the other room. So at that point, we can rearrange things.
Yep.
But
good time.
anyway. All right. Your main thing tonight, what we're talking about today is anime for beginners.
Yeah, so what I've done is I've compiled like a small list of ones that I consider important to me. Like some of these are ones that really got me into anime in the beginning. Especially, you know, I'm gonna go through some of them, especially like Full Metal Alchemist. I was gonna wear my shirt, but I thought that would be too much. I would feel biased.
Never too much.
But yeah, just a small list of some of the ones that people consider like classics. Like, if someone says, "Hey, do you watch anime?" and you say, "Yeah," and they'll,
God. Studios I got it. Hold on. Sorry, wrong button. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oops. But some of these are what we would consider like super anime classic type things. So when someone asks you, "Hey, do you watch anime?" and you say, "Yeah," and they'll be like, "Well, have you seen this?" and you say, "No," they'll be like, "By God, what do you mean?" So it's kind of like some of those.
Yeah. So they're the quintessential required animes you should know, except for the basketball one.
Yeah, I threw that one in there just because I like basketball boys.
Yeah, well, you got issues.
There's some good boys.
So, what is the first one you want to talk about?
So some of the super beginner stuff, some of the ones that I've watched when I was real little, are any of the Studio Ghibli films. So
And
like
this that's on the screen now, which obviously if you're listening on YouTube, you can't see this, but this was Spirited Away?
yes, this is the
Okay.
trailer for Spirited Away. It's very, very popular. It's probably one of their more popular ones.
Okay.
You can actually, like every summer, Regal does a showing of all these movies. And you can actually go watch them in theaters and stuff.
Okay. Do you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun just to go with friends. I do
Nerd.
have them on DVD too, so it's just to go.
You still
they're
have
really-
a DVD player?
I have a PlayStation.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had this
Yeah,
conversation.
we had this yesterday. But yeah, they're always really inspiring. They have a lot. The artwork is beautiful. It's hand drawn, so they spend a lot of time making it look really nice. Lots of Japanese traditional like mythical creatures and stories and themes and stuff they go through.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. They're
Okay.
really they come out with new ones all the time. I wouldn't say all the time, but
So like in the main kind of four, those main four that we talked about.
yeah, my favorites, Spirited Away, of course. That was the first one I watched when I was little. I had it on VHS, right?
So this is the what got you started into your
My black hole.
naughty
Yep.
path.
What? No.
Oh wait, not the naughty
No.
path.
No,
Wait, is
they're
that a trait?
children.
Was that a Treyu?
No. But that was pretty much the one that got me started into the whole rest of them, and usually that's the one that people watch first.
Okay.
House Moving Castle is good too. It's about a castle that moves, right? And there's a wizard who's in it. His name is Hal.
Does the castle talk?
No.
Okay.
Princess Mononoke is another really popular one. It's one of their older ones. And then Ponyo is, I wouldn't say recent, but it came out, I don't know, a while ago
What
now.
is Ponyo even?
Ponyo is about a goldfish princess, and she meets a boy named Sasuke, and she loves Sasuke.
Wait. Doesn't everyone want to choke him?
No, it's not him. It's Sasuke.
Different one?
Yeah, with a O.
I mean, it sounds the same to me.
And it's really cute. It's super cute. It really is. I could gush over how cute Ponyo is all the time.
Do you still watch it?
I have it. Yes. I've seen it.
But do you still watch it?
I mean, I don't watch it all the time, but
I mean, you saw I have an entire box full of DVDs in my garage. I have them. I don't watch them because I don't own a DVD player other
Have
than
a
my
PlayStation?
Yeah, but it's on the shelf. Mine's on the shelf, so
it's fine.
it's fine.
But yeah,
Whatever.
if you want to watch, they're also their films. So if you want something short and sweet to watch, and you don't want to have to invest a whole bunch of time into starting a whole series,
Right.
those would be good to start off with.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure everyone who watches any type of anime would agree that they're really good starters.
But for like me, would I enjoy any of them?
Yeah.
Would I enjoy any of the four that you just talked about?
Yeah, I think you would probably enjoy Princess Mononoke the most.
It's about a princess, though.
She's badass.
She's a badass fighting princess.
Heck yeah, she is.
Is she a ninja princess?
No.
Okay. Well,
She's like type of warrior princess. I'm not gonna say.
does she say, "Oh no,"
No,
and "Oh shit"?
wrong. This is not JoJo.
Does she have a standu?
No, she has some giant wolves.
Those are her stand?
I guess.
Okay. Whatever. Okay, so what else you got?
Number 2 on the list is going to start off with a super, super good classic that I watched. The first time I watched this was on Adult Swim when I was probably like 10. So I had
Goddamn.
no idea what was going on, but I liked it.
There was no Adult Swim when I was 10.
I'm sorry.
There was... Actually, I don't think there was MTV when I was 10. Actually, I think MTV came out right before I turned 10.
Oh my. Well, I used to watch this one every night. My parents never gave me a bedtime.
Spoiled.
I am very I was very spoiled. And as soon as we got cable, it was all over for me because they knew that I liked anime and stuff, so they'd let me stay up because it didn't come on until it didn't start till 11, 12 at night. So they would let me stay up and watch it. Cowboy Bebop played on Adult Swim.
It still
a
does.
long time ago. Yeah, it probably does. I don't watch cable anymore.
Is
I just don't.
Is there new Cowboy Bebop, or is it like
No,
just all
they
old stuff?
literally replay the same one.
Oh. The same one episode?
No, the same series.
Just that would get boring.
Yeah, you're right. But so this one is kind of like, cowboy western vibe at the same time being in space. It's called Cowboy Bebop.
Like a space western.
Yes, essentially.
That was at the beginning of the clip we're watching. There was like a big space station looking thing that looked like a roulette wheel.
Yeah, so that's like the hyperspace
like a casino?
Hyperspace gateway, or what were you talking about?
What?
Like a big space station?
Yeah. There was the big. It's here. This thing it looks like a bigger roulette wheel. Is that a casino or something?
I don't know. I haven't watched this.
Have you ever watched the show?
I have. I watched through it a couple years ago. I don't watch it all the time. I'm not gonna watch it like every 2 days.
At that moment, she recommends it.
But yeah, it's supposed to be like roughly 50 years after like some big accident with like the hyperspace gateway. Earth is mostly uninhabitable, so they travel through space to try and find, where they can be. So essentially what the whole premise is, it follows like 3 bounty hunters, and it's Spike Spiegel, and then Jet Black, and then Faye Valentine. There's a running joke that it's like a bunch of people and a dog can't afford food because they're bounty hunters, so their income is based on if they catch their bounty.
Right.
So they're always broke.
Like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, except they're always broke.
Well, I think he was broke because he was spending all the money on drugs, but that's just my opinion.
Rest in peace.
He ain't dead.
But yeah, they always get involved in like, stupid shit, and they always lose all their money or whatever. There's a lot of comedy involved, but it's also very serious. There's a very intense like background story going on between Spike and Vicious. They were both part of some crime syndicate, but Spike left. So basically he was hitting on Vicious's girlfriend, and they were going to leave the crime thing together. But then Vicious found out.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah. So.
Yep. Discovered.
Yep.
Boy. Okay.
I really do like that one. The animation, it's old, but the animation aged very well. They spent a lot of time on it. Like, even, like, the spaceships and all the scenes in space look really good in comparison to, like, some of the ones now. They spend a lot of time using CG and stuff, but...
Right. Because it's easier.
Yeah, it is. But...
Well, I mean, it takes...
And also, the soundtrack...
I don't know if I'd say CGI is easier. I'd say it's takes less artistic talent, maybe, than having... Or, not even then. Because you still need artistic talent to do that crap.
I can't do
it. It probably takes less time because you don't have to draw every single cell.
Yeah.
Right? So you got the background, you got to do that for the cell, and then you got to do the characters and whatever. So
it takes me long enough to draw one picture.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
We need to get you to draw on the stream again.
Maybe we'll think about
it.
Okay. Also, the soundtrack is killer. Lots of jazz. Very chill.
Is it music written specifically for the show, or is it like
the soundtrack
music?
is.
Okay.
Every anime has soundtracks that are written specifically for them.
JoJo?
Yeah.
All I've heard is
like every time I think about JoJo, it's the freaking
Yes.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
When the like Aztec gods come up. Every time I think about the JoJo theme,
I don't remember that.
Like soundtrack, that's all I think about. It just really cracks me up. All the memes.
We should watch that tonight, or listen to that tonight.
Part 4?
No. We should never watch that. The soundtrack.
We're watching Part 4. The
No.
soundtrack for Part 4 was good. Part 4 was good. Just give it a chance, bro.
Well, I told
you leave Just-K alone.
Listen, I told you we could binge watch it, and it was up to you when we did it. That was 2 weeks ago.
We can watch it right now.
No, we're kind of busy
Canceled.
right now.
We're done.
Stream's canceled. See you later. Show's canceled. Have a good night.
Yep. Sorry, guys. He has to watch Part 4.
I'm not watching Part 4. I mean, maybe that's why you turned the TV on so that we could watch.
I'll turn it back on. We can watch it right
No,
now.
don't turn the TV back on. Whatever. What else is that one? Anything else on that one?
No, I don't want to talk about it too much without going into the story.
Yeah.
I kind of spoiled a little bit, but it's okay.
Well, there's gonna be a little bit of spoilers.
Y'all probably won't even remember what I'm talking about right now, so it's okay.
Right. Well, I already forgot.
But I want to move on to Trigun. I recently did rewatch this. I was bored. I was bored going through Crunchyroll, and I was like, yeah, I haven't seen that in a while. It's another one that I first saw on Adult Swim a long time ago. I say long, but it's like, I don't know, like...
Well, everything to you is a long time ago.
Like 13, 14 years ago when I first watched it?
That wasn't even 2000. That wasn't even the 90s. So, listen.
1998?
1998.
Yep.
That wasn't that long ago.
I was very small.
Miniature little Wendy.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you're big now. He's a little cute little Wendy.
But it's very Western, shoot 'em up type thing. Lots of comedy. Vash is a very funny dude. But so they're on a planet called Gunsmoke, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So
it sounds like they copied off some Western for real.
Yeah. So they do have the traditional Western, like quick draw duels and stuff. The main story revolves around a guy named Vash the Stampede, and that's the guy with the blonde, spiky hair. He's actually probably one of the best shooters. But he likes to go through his life without resorting to violence, so he always gets himself in trouble. So he does have, I can't remember how much money it was, a super huge bounty on his head. So all these guys are always coming after him because one of the city in the show named July, he was in the midst of an incident in which the whole city was destroyed. Okay. So he has this 60 double million. I don't remember what it was.
60 double million
yen?
yen?
It's like some ridiculous
60
amount.
double million yen.
Yeah, he has this bounty. So, Mila or what is their name? Millie Thompson and Meryl Streep. There we go. Those two girls.
Meryl Streep?
No, two girls. They're part of an insurance company, and their job is to basically follow him around and try and keep him from causing damage.
Keep him from...
But it's also impossible at the same time because all these dudes are after him for the bounty. So.
Right. Yeah. It's a thing, right?
But, there's also this underlying storyline, like, how did the city get destroyed and what did he do to destroy the city? And as you watch it, I mean, this one's not very long either. I think it's only 20-something, 24 episodes, 24 or 26, one of those. So I binged it in a day. I was very bored one day. But, they have that whole underlying storyline. What did he do? And then you figure out that he's not who he seems. He's not just some, fun-loving comedy guy who doesn't want to hurt anybody. It's actually deeper than that.
So he's basically a Punisher?
No.
He enjoys killing people?
No, he doesn't.
Okay, just checking.
The next one I want to talk about, I am really biased towards this one. I'm going to admit it. Full Metal Alchemist has been one of my favorite anime since I was, I don't know, in elementary school. The main character is so bad because the main character's name is Edward, and this was when I first started drawing anime. I drew this man's on everything, every notebook.
Kind of like you are with Masato now.
Yes. Every notebook I had, I'm not even kidding when I say every sticky note I had Edward Elric on it.
Well, that was a waste of sticky notes.
You're right, but
did you animate them? Could you animate them and then sticky notes with Edward?
No, I suck. But
no, you're pretty good.
We had, I used to draw him and everything, but Full Metal Alchemist is really good. It's about two brothers, Edward and Alphonse Elric. Their mom dies, and they're really distraught. So what they do is they try to use alchemy to bring her back.
It's not going to go well.
No, it does not. It goes horribly wrong, and Alphonse loses his whole body, and Edward loses his right arm and left leg.
Spoilers, by the way.
That's all in episode 1. It's not really
okay.
that bad. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure if you Google a synopsis, that's going to tell you, in the first sentence.
Okay.
Because that's the whole premise of the thing.
So just spoiler alert towards the end of the show, we will have homework this week. This is going to be a weekly thing. We're going to have homework for the following week. Just keep that in mind that when we're talking about this, that might be part of the homework.
Ooh.
Also, don't step on my
I
toe.
kicked something. My knee hurts. Yeah, it's a really good magi science anime. Lots of it's kind of like a typical shonen. Lots of fight scenes. There's some comedy thrown in. You can't tell from this trailer. It looks very, very dark.
What is shonen?
Basically geared towards like teen boys. Me.
Okay, so trailer's not on the screen right now. So if you look over there, that's what's on the screen right now.
Whoops.
This would be trailer.
I'm sorry. I was It's on this middle screen. I've been staring at it this whole time.
Well, and I should have changed that because, yeah. Also,
but
I forgot to write what clip number.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
I think that was 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm good now. I figured it out. I should have written in the name of the shit on there instead of just the clip number, or put the. Actually, I thought about that when I did this. I should have put the clip number next to the thing. And
yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, but Fullmetal Alchemist, it is kind of confusing because there are 2 separate series.
Okay.
So when they first started animating the original one, they caught up to the manga.
Okay.
So they had to come up with a story. So they were like, what do we do? So there's the first series, Fullmetal Alchemist, and it branches off and goes, it's a wild ride, dude. Like the first one, they came up with some ridiculous shit. Especially with the movie. They were like, you want Nazis? And we were like, I don't know about that. And they were like, you got some Nazis. And we were like, okay. It's ridiculous. And then there's Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, which follows the manga.
Okay.
Which they...
That was the clip we were seeing.
Yes, that was.
That was Brotherhood.
I like both. I can't say that I like one over the other because the original one is what made me like the biggest nerd ever.
Well.
So, I mean, I have multiple figures of Edward. I have a pillow of Alphonse's face. It's crazy. Yeah. I have, like, the trading card game.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. I also, fun fact, I have a Fullmetal Alchemist tattoo on my back.
Yeah, we talked about this on the pilot episode.
So, Alphonse's blood seal, which is...
And I will say, and I've told you this before, that's probably one of the coolest looking tattoos I've seen. Just because it doesn't look like a tattoo, it looks like it was drawn on with a Sharpie.
Yeah.
So
the guy who did it did a really good job.
Yeah, he did. My cap is good too.
Yeah.
Can you believe that's almost 4 years old?
No, it looks new.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
So yeah, I am kind of biased towards Fullmetal Alchemist. I'll recommend it to anyone and everyone. And it's also, I have made so many friends through this anime. It is insane. I used to carry a Fullmetal Alchemist messenger bag in school, which is really embarrassing when you say messenger bag. So I made a lot of friends that way, especially like my best friend.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm your best friend.
Well, my best friend from like school. You met him, Casper. Yeah.
We're gonna try to have him on.
Yeah.
And you guys are gonna talk about Fullmetal Alchemist for.
So our whole friendship is
hour.
literally started from me carrying around this Fullmetal Alchemist messenger bag in like middle school. Right. But yeah, it's, brothers versus the world. They want to get their bodies back to normal. After they fucked it all up trying to get their mom back, so.
I mean, you kind of got to take the good with the bad. You gotta.
Oh no, they're trying to get their bodies back. They don't even give a shit.
You kind of got to take the consequences of your action. But is there friendship?
Heck yeah, there's friendship. There's broship, dude.
There's brotherhood.
Alphonse is like the cutest boy, but he's in a giant metal suit of armor, so it's so funny.
Well, that's rude.
Alphonse is a good boy.
You say everybody's a good boy.
Yeah, but Edward's the one who's like super temperamental and he'll punch the shit out of anybody like the second they call him short. That's like the whole comedy thing. Yep.
Well, I mean,
it's good though. It's super good. Like 10 out of 10 would watch. I've already seen it like 7 times, so it's fine.
Well, only 7? How many seasons are there?
Okay, so there's the first series, which has 50 something episodes.
Boy.
Yeah, and then there's the second series, which has more than that, and then there's 2 movies. There's The Conqueror of Shambhala, which is the ending to the first series with the Nazis. And then there's The Sacred Star of Milos, which is like a standalone movie.
Okay.
They're both good. They also, I don't want to talk about the manga too much because we're talking about anime, but they do have novels stuff too.
We're talking about anything weebish. So
Yeah, I have the manga at home, and they have novels, and I have the novels too. They're good.
are they backwards novels?
No.
They're normal size.
Yes,
Well, then they're not. They don't apply.
they're light novels.
Eh,
I'm a full alchemist.
anyway,
The next one we're gonna talk about is Neon Genesis Evangelion. I think they're putting this on Netflix. I read that. I don't know if they've already done it yet. I don't really go on Netflix that much, but I know they were talking about putting it on Netflix. So we're gonna have a whole new generation of some edgy boys.
edgy boys.
Edgy boys. This is some angsty stuff here. Basically, you get Shinji screaming for a lot of episodes, and his dad saying, "Get in the fucking robot."
Okay. This is he just crying there?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's some 15 years after some global.
Disaster.
Yeah.
Was it a man-made
It's called
or
the
natural
Second
disaster?
Impact. Shinji Ikari is brought to a city named Tokyo 3 by his dad, and he is supposed to power a giant mech robot named Unit 1.
What happened to Tokyo 2?
He does not want to power the giant robot and yells at his dad, and then there's lots of daddy issues,
So it's like my real relationship IRL.
I guess.
Okay.
The plot is very complex. I could not even begin to try and explain it. I've seen the series literally maybe 3 times, and I've seen the movies, and the remakes, and I can't honestly tell you
You don't even know what it's about?
going. It's good though. I mean, the plot is so complex. It really is. Like the end is a shit show, dude.
I think you kind of explained the plot.
He doesn't want to get in the robot.
Yeah. Fuck the robot.
And then he's like, get in the robot or somebody else will have to do it.
So every episode is get in the robot. I don't want to get in the robot. But you like the robot, but I hate the robot.
Yeah, he doesn't like the robot. But I think the thing is, a lot of people really shit on Shinji. But he really did have a realistic reaction. He did not want to power. What teen would want to power a giant robot to fight? So what happened?
The Power Rangers.
Okay.
I mean, there's a whole group of them. Go Power Rangers.
Yeah. So essentially what it is there are giant angels. They're called angels, but they're like giant things that come.
Right.
Oh shit. Come down and try and destroy the city, and he has to power Unit 1 to try and fight them off.
Cool.
And every time there's a new one, they're always way more strong than the last one. And, he
They're
does
learning.
get his ass kicked. Sure does. And, there are other pilots. There's Unit 0 and Unit 2. And I don't know. It's a shit show, dude. There's a lot of really good memes for Evangelion. Also, my favorite character is Kaworu. I have like 4 figures of him. He is a good boy. He is, how do I explain it?
Good boy?
Space Jesus? Yeah.
What?
I can't say some of the words I would use to describe him.
Oh, it's one of
here.
those.
Oh, well, no, but kind of. I was born to meet you, Shinji.
Shinji ain't listening to you.
I'm talking about Kaworu now. He's my boy.
This is Masato. He's your boy.
Oh, yeah, that's my husband. But we're talking about Kaworu. He's a good boy.
Okay. You got issues.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next one. I don't even want to try and explain it. Just look it up. It's good.
What is it?
I was talking about Neon Genesis Evangelion. The next one I want to talk about is Code Geass. I remember watching this when it came out a long time ago. I couldn't tell you when.
We've established the long time ago.
Okay, I'm sorry. So essentially what it is there is a group called, oh gosh.
The Nazis?
No. Basically the world was taken over by Britannia. Oh yeah. I have
Encyclopedia Britannica?
No, Britannia.
Like the UK.
Yeah. So they invade Japan and tell everyone that they're 11s. And so basically they have to live in poverty while the Britannians, can live this good life. And the Prince of Britannia, his name is Lelouch. He basically disregards the whole prince thing and goes to live in the area that was Japan. And he attends a school there, and he gets caught up in some secret military raid by accident, and meets this girl named Cece, who
Owned a
gives
pizza shop.
him the power of the Gios, and it's a visual power, so he can look at someone and control their mind. So he can tell them to do whatever they want, and they'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's trying to overthrow Britannia and restore Japan at this point. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like it goes through the whole, do I use my new god powers for good or evil type trope. It is a mecha, so there's lots of giant robots. Britannia uses giant robots named Nightmares,
Well,
and they have to fight against them.
Is this the one that it said it was from the makers of Gundam, or was that the last one?
It is. This is done by Studio Sunrise. Okay. The artwork was done by Clamp, so these people are some tall noodle people.
Tall noodle people.
Oh yeah, there's some. If you look at the artwork, there are some tall noodle people.
Okay.
Goes through the whole rebellion plot. It is really good. There was a weird spin-off season they did. I did not watch it. I cannot give you an opinion on it. I heard it was not good. So there's
the
that.
spin-off season?
Yeah. And I think they are coming out with a new one. So.
Okay.
You better binge watch this quick.
I mean, maybe.
Yep. The next one I want to talk about is One Punch Man.
One
A lot of people,
Punch!
yeah, it's very popular now. It is recent. It has come out in the last few years. It's very funny. I liked watching it just because it was hilarious.
Okay, and before we started, I actually asked her, I'm because I haven't watched One Punch. I know OG talks about One Punch all the time. He likes it. But I said, what is the whole show about? When he's getting into a conflict, is it him over there trying to get into a fight and missing his punches because he can kill everything with one punch, and then all of a sudden it's the one punch and the fight's over? Or
yeah, essentially he wanted to be a hero, so he trained every day. I think it's like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 kilometers a day or something.
Let's do that.
I would die.
Okay, you'll be fine.
I can barely do 6 push-ups.
Not okay, so not at a time, but throughout the day. Could you stop and do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups throughout the day?
Maybe.
Okay, so like maybe do 5. Start off doing 5 at a time, 10 at a time.
I can barely do 5.
Well, but if you do them on your knees, you can do them, and then you get stronger.
Little bitch push-ups.
Yeah, bitch push-up. But I mean, you're drinking Starbucks. But
excuse me, I don't feel like being called out like this.
I gave her birthday present today, and it said right on the front, enabling your basic.
I love Starbucks.
But like whatever, that's not related. Anyway, continue. Because we're running out of time.
Yeah, it's very funny. The animation is superb. I think they did a really good job animating it. You know, the fight scenes, minus the fact that he kills everything with one punch.
Yeah, see, I don't understand that. So I'm gonna have to watch at least one episode of it.
Yeah. I think you'll like it. I think recently I've become I like superhero anime. I don't know. I used to not really like stuff like that, but it's my thing now. Yeah, as he holds his Punisher cup. I'm also wearing my My Hero Academia shirt with Kirishima and Bakugo. Kirishima is my good boy.
Yeah, no, he's not. Liar.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, I didn't think that I would like superhero anime a lot because I never really did. And then I watched Tiger and Bunny, and then it all went downhill from there. And I can talk about Tiger and Bunny for 3 hours, but I'm not.
Yeah, let's not do that.
It's my favorite. One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
It's good.
So now it's for every time we talk about One Punch, it's gonna be One Punch Man.
Yeah, it's your classic hero versus villain. He does, meet Genos, and Genos is like, "Please teach me your ways," and then they enter some like hero group together. And Genos is like rank S because he's super good at everything, and Saitama barely passes the written test, so he's like a super low ranked hero, even though he can kill anything with one punch.
One punch.
Yep.
One by me.
Yeah, I am going to talk about some sports anime. We were doing a Google Doc yesterday for like this, and I was just fucking sports. That's all it says. Do you like sports?
Yeah.
You like some big dudes playing sports?
No.
Aw, damn it. I love Kuroko no Basket.
I don't like more.
it's so funny because a lot of people I have recommended this to were like, I am not watching this. And I'm like, you just got to give it a chance, man. You just got to give it a chance. And I love sports anime. I actually don't like real life sports.
No.
I hate sports. I played very little sports in school. I played basketball and PE, so I guess there's that.
I mean, okay.
But basically it follows, it's called Kuroko no Basket or Kuroko's Basketball, whichever one you want to go through. It's about
Kuroko no Basket.
Kuroko Tetsuya, and he is the 6th member of the famous middle school group, Kiseki no Sedai or something
Never heard
like
of
that. Yep, you should not
Can't
have
be
because they
famous.
are not real.
But you said it was
So
famous.
he was the famous 6th member, and what his thing is he can pass the ball to any. It's insane. You can see it here. He can pass the ball anywhere to anybody and get it around.
He can pass the ball to anybody.
Like without, like people, his presence is very little, so people don't pay attention to him.
It's like me.
So he can basically get the ball from one end of the court to the other end in like a split second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's pretty much his thing. Is his presence is so low that people don't pay attention to him, and he can just pass it like nothing. It's insane.
Yeah.
And so there is lots of friendship in this. Some bros. Some good bro moments.
Boy.
I do have the full figure collection of all the characters.
When you say full figure collection,
I have Kuroko and Kagami and Aomine and Murasaki Bara.
It's not the overweight collection. It's the full collection of figures.
Yes, I have all the boys.
So I'm full figured.
And they are coming out with Nendoroids for all the boys too. And Nendoroids, which are like little chibi figures. I have a few of them. I will be copying those also. Is there any
fighting in the basketball game? Or is it all just...
It's basketball.
Friendships and basketball.
Yeah, so the thing is, they go to Seirin High School, and they have to win the tournament. But the thing is, everyone who was in that super good middle school team all went to different high schools. So they have to go through and beat the teams of all these super good players to win the tournament.
Okay.
Basically, every sports ball anime, they always have to enter a tournament and win it.
Well, it's kind of... And there's friendship.
Heck yeah, there's friendship. Kagami and Kuroko are the bestest bros. They fist bump a lot.
So we should fist bump your car every time we go outside?
Speaking of, I have a giant decal of Kuroko peeking up like this off of my back window.
And then we won't talk about what the rest of the stickers are.
We're not.
Yeah,
but
we will.
I do
They're
have
traps.
my giant Kuroko.
She has traps all over her car. I outed you. I'm sorry.
Stop.
I mean, you kind of out yourself on the road, too.
It's fine. I do love my stickers.
You have a couple. You're not allowed to roll down the window in the back seats of her car.
Yeah, you're not. If you sit in the back seat of my car, you're not allowed to roll down the windows because you'll fuck up my stickers.
If you vape, you fucked.
Yep, sucks to be you.
Also, apparently in the front seat, too, because you can't see out the front window. Which reminds me, before we go to Ramen, I'm driving.
Oh, I have to move my car. It parked right behind you.
No, I'm so sad. Should we get a little violin so we can play the saddest music in the world?
Yeah, but I love Kuroko no Basket. I know sports doesn't sound like something I would be talking about for anime, but I love it. Yeah. I would definitely recommend it. Give it a chance, guys. I love sports anime. I did not think I would, and Kuroko no Basket is so good.
Is there any football anime you like?
No.
Soccer?
They do have a rugby anime.
Rugby. That's almost football.
Yeah, one of my friends super likes it. I haven't seen it though.
Well.
They have soccer anime.
Why? Jeez. I told you where the button is.
I forgot about the button.
The button.
Sorry, I'll apologize again. My sinuses are out of whack.
It's fine. It's fine. I cough every night, all night long, because, well, horrible health and body.
You also probably have the air on to dry you out.
I don't have the air on right now because I have the fan on.
That's probably what's making me cough.
But whatever.
Which button?
Eh. No, I'm your microphone number 1. But anyway, all right, guys, that's awesome. Thank you. If you have any questions about the new beginner anime, hit up the Discord and ask your questions away. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna do our final segment and wrap things up, talk about homework, and then wrap this sucker up. So we'll see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, we're on break for a little bit. Jace, how you doing, my friend? And Billy Bob, hello. If you're still here, Billy Bob, this is Shotokan.
Hello, is my mic on?
Yeah.
Hi.
We're both on for another, I'd say about another minute. We're taking a little break here, and we will resume shortly. ROE added a bunch of new stuff. Well, I'll have to check that out sometime. We're gonna go do ramen when we get done with this. After we get done with the show tonight, I gotta start the rendering for episode 1. Because that's gonna take an hour and 45 minutes. So that should be done by the time we get back from Ramen's. I got my laptop charging so we can start planning next week's show.
God damn it.
And I don't think she understands how serious I am about these shows.
Okay, you want to know how I got through college?
Bribery?
No, I wrote everything the day before. Like, even my senior project, which is probably what what is it? It's not a senior project.
Thesis?
My senior thesis? I was thinking about high school.
Wow.
Yeah, my senior thesis, like, I wrote, when I had to do my rough draft, I wrote it 2 days before it was due. And then I had to revise it and turn it back in. And I revised it the day before I had to turn it back in, dude.
Wait. Okay, we can talk about more of that after. But
sorry. Okay, geez.
We'll be right back, guys. Welcome back, you guys. Hopefully that last segment was informative for you if you're new to anime. Hope you got some ideas of what a few different ideas for what to watch. Part of what we're gonna do every week, starting this week, is we're going to have our homework for the week. Something that we can go and watch and come back and we can talk about next week. This week, like I said, pay attention to what we were talking about. This week it's gonna be where the homework is gonna be watch season 1, episodes 1 and 2 of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Not the original.
Not the original, but
I mean, you can. But
what?
You can.
But. Yeah, but we're gonna talk about next week. We're gonna talk about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, episodes 1 and 2. So that should be interesting. And to be honest, I might have watched like 5 minutes of one the other night just because, well,
we were talking about it.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and I wanted to see if my Crunchyroll account still worked, and it did. And I changed the password to my Crunchyroll account because I've been on this change my password kick lately. So
hope you remember them.
Yeah. So you can watch that. You can get on Crunchyroll there. You can actually, I guess you can watch animes on there for free.
Yeah, you can watch anime on there for free.
It's ad-based.
There are ads.
Okay.
And also, you can't watch like the newest episode of like anime that's coming out currently.
Like JoJo.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be able
darn.
to you wouldn't be able to watch the newest episode, but you'd be able to watch like any of the other ones they have out.
Also, there is a bunch of anime on Prime Video if you have
Hulu.
Amazon Prime,
Hulu has anime.
and Hulu
And
has anime.
Netflix is starting to add a lot.
Well, but Prime Video, if you have Prime, Amazon Prime, you can watch it for free. Well, some of them for free on Prime Video. You can also drop your Twitch Prime sub on my Twitch channel. Info in the section below if you're on YouTube. Otherwise, if you're here, you can just hit the subby thing. But there's a bunch of places you can watch this stuff. But I'll probably watch it. Actually, I was watching it on Prime Video the other night.
It was on Netflix for a while.
Netflix has got it too. So there's plenty of places that you can find it. You don't have much control, but there is some anime.
I almost fell out of the chair.
There is some anime. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Oh, you can watch Toonami on Adult Swim on Saturday nights
Sure can.
if you want to stay up really late.
Sure.
Or
yes, sure do.
if you own a DVR the shit. So
Yeah, you just have to wait a long time to finish the season.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know what they're playing right now. I'm sure they're doing Full Metal Alchemist because they've always done Full Metal Alchemist, but you don't get to pick the ones we're doing.
Yeah, no.
So
I remember when I was little, they always had Inuyasha on there. My mom lovingly calls it Inuisha because she can't pronounce it. God bless her. And every anime character ever is Naruto to her, so.
Fishy bits.
Except she says it Naruto, so God bless her soul.
Naruto, fishy bits. Okay. So that's the different places that you can check out anime if you haven't checked out anime before. I'm wondering if there's some kind of deal we can work out with like Crunchyroll or something like that we can get a discount for the viewers. I don't know. Well, maybe that'll be one of your other. Actually, we can look at that tonight when we go
Probably
do
not.
the ramens.
They like their money. What you mean?
Well, yeah, but everybody likes their money, but you can get discounts based on like promoting somewhere. Like if we were able to work out something with Crunchyroll where they were a quote sponsor of the stream, then because they're a sponsor, they could potentially give us a code for a discount or whatever. So, but anyway, what else? So we'll talk about that next week. I don't know what. We'll have to figure out what segment we do that in next week, whether it's at the end of the show or beginning of the show. I think we'll probably do it at the end of the show so that we can
give out new homework.
We can say, here, we'll talk about this for a couple minutes, and then we'll give the new homework for the following week and go from there.
Yep.
So, anything else you want to say about beginner animes?
Watch it.
Hey, there's the spot. I put you on it.
Oh, I don't like it.
All right, guys. This is kind of reaching the end of the second episode of Weeaboo Weekly. We do this every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to be on Twitch for the pre-show, you can be here at 7:45 p.m. Eastern. We also do an after show immediately following the recording of the show. We will be up on YouTube. I'm hoping by Sunday. But it all depends on if we get copyright claimed or whatever. But I don't think for now the episodes that are going to be going on to YouTube aren't going to have video. So the only place right now that you're going to be able to see the video, so any of the clips that we show are probably only going to be on Twitch. So there's that.
Bandai said nope.
Bandai and Sony.
They
So
said, fuck you.
yeah. But anyway, and I actually had a long conversation with OG earlier today because of that and what we should do. And we both agreed, had the same mindset of I could probably go fight it. I'm going to talk to an attorney because it is straight fair use to do what we did. So
Yeah, because it
I
was
don't
just a preview.
yeah, it's a preview and we're talking about the actual thing we're showing. So there you go. All right, guys, follow me over on Twitter. And follow on Twitch and like and subscribe on YouTube's and all the things. So there you go. I think if you do in the Twitch chat, if you do !WW, you should see the stuff about Weeaboo Weekly, which I think has Shotokan's email or Twitter in it.
Not my email.
Not your email. So, all right, guys. Thank you for hanging out. I love your faces, and we will see you next week. Bye. Hi.